Hi everybody, welcome back to Work Right Planner, and today it is time for me to face the music. We are going to talk about my debt journey. So bad. Okay, so it's time to come clean. I'm going to tell you why I have debt, and then we're going to talk about some numbers. And if you can hear my stomach gurgling, I so apologize. Anyway, I've got to reference a sheet of paper that I have here because these numbers are just... Okay, so why I had debt. I had some debt from each one of my marriages. I was very young, and I was younger than both of my ex-husbands. And sometimes we just make stupid decisions. you know but I had some personal loans from each one of them that they had convinced me to get, and I am naive and trust people when they say, oh, I'm going to make sure that it gets paid off, but you should use your credit for that. Yeah I was not the most wise young person, but then again, who is? I mean, really, I spent a lot of time being a single parent to two wonderful kids. And when I left my first husband, a job came open that I was qualified for as far as experience. And in fact, they talked about having me train the person that they ended up hiring, but I didn't get the job. And the chief over the department, when I didn't get the job, called me in and told me that I didn't get the job because I lacked the piece of paper that they wanted. The person that they hired had an associate degree in banking, which had nothing to do with the job, and they were coming in with no healthcare experience whatsoever, which, yeah. Anyway, that experience is what convinced me to go back to school. But of course, I was a single parent, and my employer had been telling me that they were going to work with me on my classes because I am an overachiever and had already proven that I could get the job done in fewer hours each day. So I wanted to adjust my schedule so that I could take my classes. And they had said they would work with me, and then the week before classes started, told me that they weren't anymore. And so I quit my full-time job because there was nowhere for me to move up. They had made it apparent I wasn't going to move up without the degree. And so I saw it as a threat to my children's future. And so I quit my full-time job, took a part-time job, went back to school. I lived in government housing and took advantage of social programs to help me through that time. But to supplement my income, your girl took out student loans because I needed to support two kids. I did the work-study program and went to school and took out student loans. So that student loan debt racked up. I stayed in school through what should have been my bachelor's degree, but I had some health issues that prevented me from finishing. I am one class in student teaching away from a teaching bachelor's degree, and it will never get completed because where I had enrolled in classes, got sick, and couldn't finish, and had to re-enroll, got sick again, and couldn't finish. I now have debt with the college, so I can't get my transcript from my upper class classes. I can't finish the degree because they won't transfer credits to anybody. And the Obama administration changed the the financial aid laws, and I no longer qualify for any aid. No student loans, no grants, no nothing. And so I would have to pay out of pocket for the one class in student teaching. You're not allowed to work during student teaching, and I was a single mother of two. you can't not work. So it never happened. And it is what it is. But because I was so close to graduation, I have bachelor's degree student loan debt and not bachelor degree pay. So it is what it is, y'all. According to my records, the total debt snowball that I accumulated from the time that I became Dave-ish, because I'm not exactly following the Dave Ramsey program, because it's just not conducive to low income. And I have 2 jobs, Dave. I have 2 jobs. I can't give up the day job because the health insurance is too good. And the leave time allows me the flexibility to do what single parents have to do. But the pay stinks. By the way, government worker. They like to tell you those are good jobs. Benefits are good. Pay not so much. Might want to work on that, Commonwealth of Kentucky. I'm just saying. Anyway, the entire debt snowball that I accumulated was $110,554.47. 6 figures of debt. You're talking credit cards, vehicle loans, personal loans, and student loans. And that does not include my house. That just hurts my soul. Okay, so in January of 2021, because I do track this every year, I want to see my progress, and sometimes I make more progress than others, but by January of 2021, I had dropped that number to $84,764.09 remaining out of that $110,000 plus. Which means that as a single mother of 2 children, I had paid off $25,790.38 all on my own. Just saying, it can be done, y'all. It's slow, but it can be done. Don't let anything hold you back. So, let's go over to my desk and I will show you where we are at the beginning of July. Okay, so before we move on to showing you what my debt snowball looks like, because y'all, it's bad, I do want to talk to you about variable income. When I was reading through and studying Financial Peace, Dave talked about, sometimes you have income, you're not real sure what it can cover. You don't want to put that toward your monthly bills, but you do want to cover things that you weren't able to cover. So I always make a list of things that we've not been able to use. This set actually is one of my miscut sets in my sticker shop because it's got that dot there, but there's nothing wrong with the stickers. So if you happen to see any listings for miscut stickers, it could be something as simple as that. So if that doesn't drive you crazy, that's a good way to get cheap stickers. Anyway, let's move on from that. We have some things because of COVID that at times have not been able to be in the budget, and I have tracked those throughout our time. And as extra income comes in, before it goes to the debt snowball, it goes to paying on these things that we actually need to catch up on to be where we want to be at this point in the year. So that is what this list is going to be. So outside of the income that has already been budgeted in the monthly budget, and that does have a debt snowball amount going toward it, but any extra income that comes in, overtime income, that kind of thing, it will roll to this stuff before it rolls to my debt snowball, because we need this stuff in our budget to cover actual expenses that we have. Okay, so debt snowball. Okay, we're gonna have to make this quick because the sun's starting to move on me. Okay, so I have Murray State University, and the beginning balance on that is $2,717.70. I have a credit card that has $2,800 $44.32. I have my car, which is $11,472.34. I have my state student loan, which is $12,626.59. I have my grandparents, which my grandmother, when I left my first husband, loaned me money so I could go back to school. And she has told me to pay off this debt before I pay off her. So we're going to have one random small number in here. $1,375. But I intend to pay her off before I pay my federal student loans. So my Fed loans are $38,749.57. This makes me so angry, y'all, because that is $50,000, actually it's $51,000 between those two, the state and the federal student loans. So that means that, not including my house, I have $69,785.52 remaining. You add in my house to that and it comes out to be $119,286.08. Like, that is an overwhelming number. This costs more than my house, y'all. This is insane. But I'm determined to knock it out and get it gone. So anyway, that's what we've got. I will talk to you all later.